today. So are you ready for Yoga Nidra? That's what we're going to be doing tonight. How is Cheryl doing? Do you know?
Yeah, I was teaching her Monday night classes through April, and she could keep me posted. There was one day when I took her to red light therapy, picked her up from red light therapy, and then another day when she asked me if I could, coordinate my red light therapy with her red light therapy. And I said, well, if she could get there, because she has access to those free medical services.
Okay, yeah.
If she could get there, I mean, I don't mean to sound selfish, but when I'm kind of so I might feel differently now that I'm off work for the summer. But, when I had 2 days off work, running across the desert shores,
sure,
5 minutes to an hour,
yeah,
bringing her to red light, bringing her
and then
home,
taking her back.
And waiting for her about 5 or 6 hours of my day off.
Sounds about right.
And I wasn't sure I was willing to do that, but I told her she could get there.
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy to. And my friend Kriya and I each are donated one red light therapy session.
Okay.
The guy who's doing red light therapy on her says she's able to walk in, not in a wheelchair again.
Okay.
She went back to being in a wheelchair.
She's back in a wheelchair.
She was back in a wheelchair, and then she was able to walk into red light therapy the last time.
Oh, so it's off and on. Sounds like.
We all want to be as holistic as possible, but I think perhaps maybe she should have done in the beginning when she was first diagnosed.
Yeah.
Which is how I would probably be at first.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps then it would have metastasized into her bones.
Yeah.
It's just such a tragedy. I mean, because she's younger than you and I. She's not even 60.
No, she's not.
No. So, and she's, given so much always,
She's always been so volunteer, devotional, very service oriented, almost to a fault of giving herself away in that process.
You have to write down you have a gift, but your gift has value, and it's okay to recognize for sharing your gift.
Absolutely. Well, I do offer, if someone says that they can't come because of financial, restriction, I always say you can come for donation. I always, that, right? Yeah. So if you wanted to come more often, you're very welcome to come for donation. I'm super open to that.
It's you have things, your things, sometimes, they're on Sundays, which kind of doesn't work with my other aspects of my life. But, I would try to come more often. I think Thursdays were going good for a while. What do you think happens? For a while, they were 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't know. It's, it's always hit or miss, but we're here and, we are trying to have a little bit more presence. They definitely seem to like that more. Yeah. So, yeah, it's people come and go. It's very fluid.
And the street construction.
Oh, it's awful. It's horrible. It's awful.
I had to look and say,
so bad. Oh my gosh, it's so confusing, and there's accidents all the time because it's so confusing. And people drive way too fast through all of that. I mean, they really are kind of reckless in that way.
I learned to take the lead. I absolutely have to.
That's smart.
Which is to come to your place. Also,
yeah.
I go square means grace plus truth.
Yeah.
Right over there.
Yeah.
So those are no options.
No, yeah. We come on it all the time. It's just one of those things.
We got something interesting.
Yes, so we are going to be practicing Yoga Nidra tonight. And, I just got back from Italy and I had an extraordinary time. Well, I just had an extraordinary time. I mean, Atonka and I really immersed ourselves into this incredible island Ischia, which is known as the Green Island. And we just didn't emerge from our place that we were staying till 11:30, 12 every day, and just relaxed and did all this beautiful hiking and hot springs, and just really enjoyed. Oh yeah, no, it's very small. There's only like 65,000 people on the whole island. Yeah, and it's part of the volcanic chain, so it's mountainous. And the classic little super windy, curvy, funny roads. And the water is just fantastic, and the people are so lovely. And we just really enjoyed ourselves. We really enjoyed ourselves. So, but while I was there, I had a couple of inspirations to shift things up, and Yoga Nidra came in very strongly. This is one of my favorite practices, and I feel it's so important for people to come and experience Yoga Nidra because it is so powerfully stress relieving in a very short period of time. It's super transformative. And so, as I was doing some more research on it, I was reminded that, the big focus, of course, of when we meditate is to shift the brainwave frequency, right? So, in our normal active conscious state where we're sensory projecting outward and looking to interact with everything, etc., we're in that beta brainwave state. Well, in this practice of Yoga Nidra, because we go systematically through a process to put ourselves into this alpha brainwave state, which is from the conscious mind of the beta to the super conscious mind of the alpha. And this is where we really have the most transformative healing effect and benefits from what the Yoga Nidra practice has to offer us, is to be in that super conscious alpha brainwave state. So it's that state of mind and being where you're not awake and you're not asleep. You're in that in-between state of very beautiful, intuitive, creative visualization, and it's almost like you enter in and out of different dimensions. It's a very trippy state of being. So what I really love, though, about the way that I was led to explore the practice of Yoga Nidra, because I've known about this practice for a very long time, but when I met Matab and I began to work with Matab, he really opened me up to the concept of working with the gong in Yoga Nidra. And so he and I both really explored, and he's written lots of books about it, and he's very intellectual about it and has techniques, and he's very much that type of a player of the gong. I am not that way at all. I'm totally into the intuitive realm of what is the gong asking for me to explore and experiment and offer through the particular scripts that come in for us to experience. And that's how I play the gong with this Yoga Nidra practice. So what the gong is doing, the gong to me is the gamma waves of the brain and of our energy. And gamma waves are very mysterious. Really, science doesn't know a whole lot or can't define a whole lot about the gamma waves. They have verified that they exist, but they don't really know a whole lot about them because I don't know if they're volatile or what it is, but they're incredibly transformative and creative. They're very powerful creative waves, the gamma waves. So the gong is one of the primary instruments that we have that produce these gamma waves. So when we combine the gong with the Yoga Nidra practice, oh my gosh, we're upping the game like exponentially, incredibly. So that's what we're going to start doing on Thursday nights, Rosie. So spread the word, let your people know that Yoga Nidra is going to be here. And what I also like to do is the physical practice that I use to prepare us for Yoga Nidra is very much like a yin practice. We do it all on the floor. We are going to stand briefly in this practice this Kriya practice that we're going to do for auric balance and nerve strength. but we only do it on one side. We only do it with our left leg extended, which is very interesting. But we typically don't stand, but as I mentioned, we will stand on the last part. We stand briefly in archer pose. But we're going to do this very specific breath technique, which is a rhythmic stroking breath that is combined with sa, ta, na, ma, wa, he, guru. So as we sniff the breath and we create this rhythm of the breath to be in these 4 parts, and then we're going to hold it for 16 parts, and then we're going to exhale in 2 parts. This rhythm of 22 is the rhythm of the breath that is always associated with the preparation, the preparatory practice for Yoga Nidra. And it is known as the Shabad Kriya rhythm, or the Shabad Kriya well, I guess rhythm is the best way to describe it, of shifting the way that you're intaking prana and outtaking apana. And so when we shift our energy in that capacity, the brain starts to shift as well, the frequency waves, and the nervous system starts to relax. So the Shabad Kriya, which is a very specific breath that we do with that 22 count breath, we're actually going to incorporate that into this Kriya for auric balance and nerve strength, because that rhythm that I just described to you is part of this Kriya. So we're going to do 2 for 1 type of thing. But all of this, some of the benefits, there's a multitude of benefits of Yoga Nidra. Insomnia, people who struggle with insomnia. I kind of go back and forth sometimes with sleeping, good, and sometimes I don't sleep very well. But, I practice my yoga daily, so I know how to regulate myself. If I'm not sleeping very well, it's like, well, something energetically is going on, and I'm just going to not worry about it. I'm just going to relax and, maybe take a little nap or do a little bit more walking in my grass, some self-care like that. But then drink more water, that sort of thing. But a lot of people really struggle. Statistically, the insomnia rates are very high. The people who just don't sleep well. And if you don't get a good night's restful sleep, your body never has a chance to restore and rejuvenate. Because when we're sleeping and when we're in that very deep, deep state of theta, where we're just in the unconscious mind, that's when the body rejuvenates. But we're going to actually create that state in our Yoga Nidra alpha state. The theta also, the rejuvenation also comes into play, because I have all these props set up for you. So I'm going to have you lay down in a certain way. I like to call it creating your Yoga Nidra nest. Yeah. So you're going to lay down in such a way, and I'll guide you through how to do it, so you don't have to move. You get really, really comfortable, and then you can just go real still. And you don't have to adjust anything or move anything. And if you do fall asleep, it's fine, because you're going to be conscious of my voice, no matter, even if you feel like I'm not hearing anything, I'm out. I'm still going to reach you. And the gong is definitely going to be doing its part. I do encourage you to not fall asleep if you can remain conscious. That's a better way, really, because it's training. It's a Jedi mind training. But if you fall asleep, ain't no thing. You need to go to sleep. It's not a big deal. And we'll wake you up anyway at the end. So, because you did fall asleep during Derek's class, Amun Ra's class, right? I heard.
I go back and forth with sleep too. I sleep
right
in the winter.
Huh.
When it starts to get warm like this.
It's very stimulating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to stay, and then you cool off. You wake up. If you put too much fan or too much AC.
Yep.
Then you get cold at like 4 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Which is not good either.
Right.
So it's tricky. I think a lot of people in Vegas summer sleep.
Well, the nights are very short, a lot shorter too. So there's a lot more daylight. There's a lot more sun energy. And we are building towards the summer solstice. So there is a revving up of energy of fire energy on the planet in general, so that until we reach that global moment of the solstice. So yeah, there's that too. And then of course, once the solstice occurs, then the light starts to wane. And I do find that approaching the solstice, which is where we are, I do have a little bit more challenge of sleeping. And sometimes I'm feeling even more tired. It's interesting. But once the solstice pinnacle moment happens and then it starts to wane again, I start to feel a little bit better. It's just something I've noticed myself personally. So we're going to do a really beautiful script tonight of Into the Void. We're just going to visualize ourselves as just being this black void. But yet there's going to be pulsations of energy within this void that is us, our own star points. So, there's a map of all these energy meridian points that we follow very systematically with Yoga Nidra. It's so fascinating, this practice, and how the yogis so long ago came up with this incredible practice. So I'm happy to share it with you. There are quite a few styles. It's very free flowing for sure. Let's see how you like this one. I love adding. Yeah, they're all amazing. I agree. Okay, well, let's tune in and we'll get started. So, rubbing the hands, and let's lengthen our spine. So, if you need to sit up on that bolster, you can, so that you're a little bit more comfortable with your hips opening a little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Oh, that's much better. Good. So, really lengthen your spine, Rosie. Sit with the chest lifted and the chin dropped just slightly. Keep rubbing your hands, please. Lengthening up through the crown of the head and down through your tailbone. Let the hands continue to rub, stimulating your brain, the 5 elements, and the 7 star force energies. So much energetic frequency and meridian points are in the hands. It's truly a star map of in the hands. Keep rubbing. Good. Now let's press and consolidate all that energy. Put about 5 pounds of pressure, and then let the thumbs touch the sternum right in the center. Lift the chest a little more. Stretch the spine a little more. Now just relax and breathe. Just be conscious that with your posture that you're really encouraging your spine to open up and the energy to flow, the circulation to flow. Soften the belly, the face. Breathing deeply. Grateful for your breath, your body, your mind. And this beautiful opportunity that we create when we come together to practice together. This develops and creates this beautiful community and group consciousness. All right, we'll inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep. Hold your breath. Squeeze the energy up the spine. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale. Feel this internal energy of the Mother Goddess Kundalini becoming activated and spiraling up. Feel that your body is a fit receptacle to hold this lightning energy as it continues to spiral up, bringing all the chakras online. Let's connect everything to the outer sphere of light that completely surrounds us through the arc line, energy band at the hairline, your halo. And now we'll use our second mantra to expand this light into the radiant body with the light of truth. Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhi Gurudeve name, Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhi Gurudeve name, Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Inhale. Holding your breath again, expand your light, clear, bright, radiant, all directions, all around you. Merging our lights together, let's send a message of peace, hope, unity, love to infinity and beyond. And exhale. I'm grateful for our light team, the ancestors, guides, angels, sages, rishis, avatars. Seers who have come before us are here present and are before us in the future. We give gratitude and thanks to that. Sana. Okay, let's start with doing our Kriya for auric balance and nerve strength. So we're going to stretch our legs out. And what I recommend, Rosie, is that you take one of those gold pillows and you can take it and just sort of fold it so that you're going to sit on the edge of it. Yep, perfect. And then you're going to keep your left leg extended out, and your right foot is going to come into the inside of the left leg. Now, you can reach forward and either grab hold of your toes or both hands on either side of the leg. Good. So what I recommend that you do is not drop the head so much. You're going to really lengthen your spine, lead with the heart. So it may be that you're not touching the toes. It may be that you have your hands on either side of your calf. So you're going to keep the eyes open and look at your toes, all right? Now we're going to sniff the breath in 4 strokes, vibrating Satanama. And then you're going to hold the breath and repeat that 4-cycle pattern 4 more times for a total of 16. And then we're going to powerfully exhale out the nose again, mentally vibrating Wahe Guru, all right? So it's going to look like this, and I'll say it out loud. Sa, ta, na, ma. Then you're going, right? And then you're going to hold, and we're mentally vibrating this. We don't say anything out loud. Satanama, 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 satanama. And then powerfully out the nose. Wahe Guru. All right? We want to fill the lungs completely and empty the lungs completely. All right? So eyes open, looking at the toes, keep stretching down, reaching, chest open, heart open. Begin. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 Wahe Guru. So mentally vibrating, Rosie, not out loud. I'm going to say it out loud so you have the rhythm. 4 strokes in. Sa, ta, na, ma, hold. Satanama, 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 satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Wahe Guru. Keep going. Keep going. Excuse me. Keep going. We're going to go one more minute. Breathing in 4 strokes. Sa, ta, na, ma. Holding the breath. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Powerfully exhale through the nose. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Exhale 2. Wahe Guru. Keep going. Inhale 4. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Exhale. Wahe Guru. Let's do one more cycle. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Satanama, 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 Satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe Guru. Beautiful. All right. So sitting up. Let's take a moment. We're going to stay in this posture. We're going to put our palms together and stretch the hands alongside the inside of the left leg and look ahead. And we're going to keep going with that exact same rhythm and inner focus of Satanama, the Panj Shabad, the infinity cycle of sound and creation. And the Waheguru, which amplifies everything 1,000 times each time we vibrate it. So let's go. 4 strokes in. Hold. 2 strokes out. 4 strokes in. Hold. 2 strokes out. 4 strokes in. Hold. 2 strokes out. Keep going. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 Satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe Guru. Inhale 4. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 Satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe Guru. Fill the lungs completely. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Empty completely. Wahe Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, hold, satanama, 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 wahe, guru, good, keep going, sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 wahe, guru. Let's keep going for one more minute. Keep your eyes on your horizon level. Last cycle. Good. Come out. Stretch the right leg out. Take a moment. Shake it out a little bit. And we'll come into standing, into archer pose, and we'll keep going with that same exact breath rhythm. So we'll have our left leg forward. The right leg is open, pretty far back, all right? So as you come into this stance, you want to hinge your right foot so that the toes are in and the heel is out. And you also want to check to look at your left heel to go back to the center of the right foot. Okay, so that's a nice, like a tripod. You want to create like a triangle. All right, so balance yourself so that you feel your weight even in the back to the front. Left arm up, curl the fingers in, stretch the left thumb up. Pull your bow with the right, and we're going to seat it back behind the right ear. So again, eyes are open, gazing beyond the thumb, and continue with that same breath rhythm. Sa, ta, na, ma, hold, satanama, 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 satanama. Powerfully exhale, wahe, guru. 4 strokes in, sa, ta, na, ma, hold, satanama, 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 satanama. 2 strokes out, wahe, guru. Sa, ta, na, ma, satanama, 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 wahe, guru. Keep going.
Listen while I tell tales of the silent sound of God. Listen while I tell tales of the music of the sphere. is unspoken and unknown. Discipline, perfection, mastery.
Let's do 3 more rounds. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Wahe, Guru, Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Wahe, Guru. Last one.
Repeating Satnam will make you ever true.
Good. And relax. Now just give yourself a gentle shake out of the arms and the legs. Good. And we'll keep the legs a comfortable distance apart and just do some hip rotations. Nice and easy. Just doing these gentle movements to just somewhat unwind. So that concludes our Kriya for nerve and auric strength. Now let's go the other direction. Good. Nice. Now just swing the arms and twist. And just let the arms just tap the body. You're going to notice that the one arm, as you twist, is going to come and tap the upper part of the shoulder, upper arm. This is a nice meridian point to relax around the liver and stomach. So just like you have I don't know if you remember when you were a kid, you used to take your sweater and kind of swing your arm and make it flap against your body. I used to do that. This is what this kind of reminds me of. Yeah, just kind of playing fun with your clothing. And then the other hand is tapping the back right at the kidney point. So do a few more of these. Just get a nice twist, stimulating the meridian points of the liver, the stomach, and the kidneys. Good. And then, again, just swing the arms. Yep, alternating. Give yourself a little hug in the middle. Good. And inhale, stretch up. Turn the palms down. Exhale, sweep down. Clearing the auric field a little bit more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come down. Palms are down. Just sweeping that auric field a little bit more. Let's do one more. Repeating will make you ever truthful. And good. Relax. Okay, so now you're going to make your Yoga Nidra nest. All right, so you're going to take the bolster and place it so when you lie down on your back, it's going to be behind the knees. You're going to use both of those gold pillows behind your head. And then once you are settled on your back, I encourage you to take at least one of those blankets and cover yourself up nicely. And you may want 2 blankets. And you're going to use a Kleenex and put it between your face and the eye bag. You're going to cover your eyes, and then you're going to put eye bags in both hands. Just going to hold, let the weight be in each hand. Yes. I would say 2, but it's up to you. Having the little extra weight is nice, or you may want to just prop your feet on that. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. Goes between your eyes and the eye bag. Yep. So we're going to start preparing ourselves for Yoga Nidra, into the void. We're going to take a journey beyond the elemental world. Good. Now go ahead and take your time and adjust yourself even more so that when we are fully beginning this practice, you don't feel inclined to move. I'm going to turn this fan off because it's bugging me. There we go. Good. And yeah, you have an eye bag in each hand in your palm. The palms are up and you're just relaxed. I'm going to be playing the Pluto gong because I feel that this is a great frequency for us to work with it, since Pluto is so transformative and is very influential right now. So we are ready to take that journey beyond the elemental world. Allowing ourselves to move towards greater expansion and cosmic awareness. So go ahead, Rosie, and position yourself a little bit more so that you can create a very, very deep relaxation. We're going to open our heart to the goddess Yoga Nidra, your inner teacher, beloved teacher or guide. If you like, you can draw a circle of protective light around you. Begin to breathe through both nostrils equally. See or sense the flow of breath moving through the central channel of your spine. As you inhale, silently repeat ah. As you exhale, repeat hum. Ah, hum. Continue to focus on the breath. A few more moments in both nostrils equally. Adding the mantra ah on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Now let go of the mantra and notice the sounds in the space around you. Just let your awareness jump from sound to sound. Letting go of any judgment about them. Just let all the sounds be there. You are inside your protected circle, and all the sounds are on its circumference. Feel the earth beneath you and notice your body breathing. Feel prana riding on the breath as you breathe. Bring awareness to your spine. Silently continue to chant Ah as you inhale, feeling the sound rise from the base of your spine to the crown, and hum as you exhale, feeling the sound descend from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Ah, hum. Ah, hum. Now feel all the points of your body that are connected to the floor and feel your body relax. Feel where your heels connect to the earth. Notice which parts of your legs connect to the earth. Feel where your buttocks and the ground connect. Notice the parts of your spine that connect to the earth. Feel the back of your head where it connects to the earth. Feel the contact point between your shoulder blades and the earth. Feel the back of your head where it connects to the earth. Feel all the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Feel each exhalation grounding you and relaxing your body more and more. Feel all the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Feel the space between your body and the earth. Feel all the parts of your body that are not connected to earth. Feel breath and prana moving up and down your spine. Silently repeat Ah as you inhale and hum as you exhale. Each time you exhale, hum, feel your body relax a little more. Ah, hum. Ah. 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 Hum. Bring your awareness to your toes. Feel the presence of prana. Inhale and feel a wave of prana traveling from the tips of your toes all the way to the crown of your head. As you exhale, the wave of prana moves back down to the soles of your feet. With your next breath, feel the wave from your ankles to the top of your head and back down to your ankles. Inhale from the ankles to the top of the head. Exhale back down to your ankles. Now feel prana move from your knees to the top of your head and back to your knees. Inhaling from the knees to the top of your head. exhaling back down to the knees. Now follow prana from your hips to the crown of your head and back to your hips as you exhale. Inhale, hips to the crown. Follow the prana. Exhale, crown, back to the hips. Watching prana and presence move from your navel center to the crown of your head and back to your navel as you exhale. Observe the way from the heart center to the crown of your head and back to the heart center. Inhaling, heart center to the crown. Exhaling, crown to heart center. Just observe the wave from the heart center to the crown with the breath. And back down again, back to the heart. Watching prana move from the throat center to the crown of your head and back to the throat center as you exhale. Inhale, throat center to the crown. Exhale, crown to the throat center. Now inhale and sense the wave move from your third eye to the crown of your head, back to the third eye point as you exhale. Third eye to crown, inhaling, exhaling, crown, back to the third eye. Now inhale and sense the wave and presence move from the Guru Chakra, the point between the third eye and the crown, to the crown of your head and back to the Guru Chakra as you exhale. Now let your awareness settle at the third eye. Feel the breath moving in and out from your third eye point. Move your awareness to the throat center and feel presence moving in and out of the throat center. Now move your awareness to the heart center. Feel presence moving in and out of your heart center. Now still resting awareness at your heart. Imagine the space below your body is a dark, void, inky black space. Feel the space above your body as a dark void. The space to the right of your body is a dark void, and to the left of your body is dark space. Keeping the resting awareness at the heart, visualize the space below the body as a dark, void, inky black space. Feeling the space above your body as a dark void. Space to the right of your body, to the left of your body is a dark void, dark space. The space above your head is a void, dark space. Below your feet is a void, dark space. Sense the space inside your body as a void, dark space. Feel that you are presence floating in the void. You are empty, dark space. Rest in and as the void. Continue to rest in spaciousness, resting in and as the void. Feel that you are presence, floating in the void, empty, dark space you are. Bring awareness back to the heart center. Feel the breath moving in and out from the heart center. Repeating Ah, as you inhale. Hum as you exhale. Ah, hum. 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 Now let awareness rest at each of the energy centers in your body. Third eye, breathe in and out. Throat center, breathe in and out. Heart center, breathe in and out. Navel center, breathe in and out. Base of the spine, breathe in and out. Slowly welcome yourself back. Take your time. Deepen your breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Savor this liminal space for a few more moments. And when you're ready, gently rise up to sitting. The altar is in my heart. The sun and the moon are my gurus. I trust the earth to support me. Each time I close my eyes, I enter the void. My heart is the portal to my sacred cave. I whisper the names of the divine as I prepare my meals. I notice the flow of my beloved's breath as they fall asleep, and I synchronize my breath to the flow of love. I place a blessing in the pause between the breaths. I hold the power to create a new reality with every thought. I honor silence as a blessing. I explore who I am and who I am not in the mirror of relationship. I question my beliefs with curiosity and courage. I honor my ancestors. I lay down all self-doubt with compassion and forgiveness. I remember the light of my soul as I enter the dream state. I recall the beauty of truth as I transition from sleep to waking. I know the vibration of truth. I remember that nothing is mundane. I honor the power of the transition as a portal to transformation. Everything is an offering. My life is a sacred ritual. Rosie, can you hear me? Okay, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Good. Taking your time and rub the soles of the feet together and the palms of your hands together over the heart. Good. Now keep rubbing your hands and keep rubbing the feet. Get your hands really warm. Good. Now take your hands and remove your eye bag, but keep your eyes closed and put your hands over your eyes. There you go. Just feel the warmth bathe and soothe and nurture your face. Start to massage the eyes, massage the face. Just give yourself a nice little massage now. Good. Massage the cheeks, the forehead, the eyes themselves, temples, lips, ears. Just massage the whole face. That's it. Yeah, good. Yeah. Nice. And then roll over on your right side. Curl up in a cozy little ball. Stay very quiet. You're still in that inner and outer state of in between. Just welcome yourself back. Take your time. Good. And then slowly rise up to sitting, Rosie. Now I have a couple of questions for you. I'm not sure. So, yeah, it's okay. So let me ask you, what was your experience of sensing your body suspended in space without support? Can you describe that? Or is it just more of a feeling that's hard to put into words? Nice. Beautiful. Did you have any emotions that came up during that time? It was towards the end. Well, it's in the middle, really. It's more in the middle. Yes. Do you have something that emerged for you during this practice? Something that you saw or felt or heard? Uh-huh. I had a recording on, and then we have the birds outside too. They're very vocal, but I took the birds out and just had the gong playing. I personally had a very extraordinary experience with that. Well, I just felt very luminous. I felt that I was very luminous in this space of dark. I just kept getting brighter and brighter in this, and even though I knew I was playing the gong, I felt like, whose arm is that playing the gong? It was very interesting for me. And I was sensing Jen here, and then I totally was not sensing you at all. Normally I'm very connected with you, but I completely disconnected. It was very interesting. Did you have an experience with it, Jen? I mean, I know you're working, so I know you're focused on that. Yes. She definitely took the teacher space, didn't she? Okay.
Feels very, very relaxing. Yeah.
All right, well, let's tune out, and then you're going to have some tea, because it's very important that you drink some tea after this practice, because it is a very deep practice for sure. Thank you, darling. All right. So may the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Blessing yourself, your loved ones, everyone on this planet, our beautiful planet herself, and everyone, all beings beyond this planet. One long Satnam. Sat Nam. Go in beauty, peace be with you. Until we meet again in the light of our hearts, and may peace reign on earth. Sat Nam. Woo, why you gonna? Yeah, so you may find that's okay. Are you journaling? Are you journaling?
Journaling sometimes.
Okay, well, when you go home tonight, I encourage you to get your journal out and just start freeform writing, because there might be a lot that will come up at that point. Just write, just let it flow, and just curious to see what will come up. Because even though, like I explained to you, even though you were asleep, or so you thought you were, that you were still very present. I felt your presence big time. So, yeah, do that. All right.
Today was, today was like the last day of my job with my third graders.
Oh.
I love dearly, so I was kind of sad. I mean, I have a job for next year.
Mm-hmm. But this group is moving on.
They lost funding for all the tutors, and I'm very honored that all the tutors, they could only keep 2, and they chose to keep me.
I'm so glad, Rosie.
So
That's
very,
great.
very honoring. But what they chose, they're keeping them out of a different funding source. So my job moves to tutoring little kindergarten babies.
Oh, I know you're going to love that.
Yeah, I don't know, So
Oh, I know you're going to love that.
it will be okay. It will be fine. I will make it work. How many part-time jobs can you find? 5 minutes from home and $25 an hour.
Kindergarten is such an adorable age.
They are adorable. Third graders are adorable in a different way.
Of course.
They have so many